Hello, hello, hello again. Today I would like to talk about these four pups. These are from Spin Masters, and they're, of course, Paw Patrol. I have quite a bit of Paw Patrol videos because the kids have quite a bit of Paw Patrol figures and toys. It looks like I'll probably be only getting more as the series just continues to crank out new toys based on the cartoon. But I wanted to talk about sort of the quality or the lack thereof, or maybe not quality, but sort of the cheapiness of the toys. And I specifically wanted to bring these four examples and talk. So before I get to my Paw Patrol examples, I'd like to bring up Hasbro and what they've done and sort of the cheapening, if you will, of their products over the years. So starting back in 95 was Power of the Force. Those guys were 5 points of articulation. We were more than thrilled to get those. Here's a guy from probably 97, 98 or something like that. I don't know. This is the A-Wing pilot. 5 points. And that was just fine for what was going on. Well, for the same price, a few years later, they started really getting good at it. The sculpts were so much better. The products were just getting better and better until for basically the exact same price, we were getting these multi-points of articulation. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of articulation for a guy like this. The elbows. Oh, look at that. 9, 10, 11 because of the wrists. Still didn't count that as 1 point there. We were just getting some awesome figures, and the sculpting, like I said, was getting so much better. I mean, obviously, you compare these two guys, they just look very different. And then, of course, companies need to maintain their profitability, et cetera, and now we're back to the 5 point. So I'm going to say this guy right here was probably the $7 range. We're now paying $9.99 for, I think, the most recent 5 point series, which is not, this guy isn't out of that one, I don't think. The most current 5 point, I believe, were in the little round containers. But for $10, you know, for $3 more, you're back to getting 5 points. Now the sculpting, of course, is much better than it was back in '95. But you know, it's just 5 points. It's fine. I'm okay with it. But when you had this, and then you went down to this, you know, quite a difference. So I'll show you here as an example. This is the pre. This guy's got, I think, he got even more, probably the same points of articulation as that. I know he's also got the waist or the chest articulation. Plus, he has a removable hat. Just a couple years later, we get back down here. Like I said, these guys look pretty accurate, pretty good, but, you know, it's just when you've had these guys that you can do all sorts of stuff with, it's kind of hard to go back. So let's jump over to Paw Patrol. And why I'm even bringing these up. Kids don't care about this stuff. It's not important, really, especially with this line. I just thought I'd point this out because I see it, because I play with them all the time. So this is an earlier Paw Patrol figure. This is kind of the way they came. They had a sculpted on pack. You know, some now they've got holes, or they've got holes where you can put on packs, and then some don't even have packs, et cetera, et cetera. Then they get twists, and then they got legs, and basically the legs are what I'm bringing up here. So this guy's pretty heavy duty. I mean, he's pretty heavy. He's like a PVC. He's kind of like a soft plastic or something. Now we're getting this. This was just bought a couple weeks ago for Christmas. This is the dinosaur Paw Patrol guy. He's got a backpack that opens. But this is what's happening with Paw Patrol now. The heads are still moving. It is like a really lighter plastic. But they're basically hollow now. Here they were a PVC. There might be a cavity in there. I don't know, but this is the way they are now. They're very much like that. If you see here, this is a sky from another vehicle. Same thing. The legs aren't movable anymore. And I think that's probably what initiated this video was all you can do is turn their heads nowadays. Can't do any of this stuff. And does it really matter? No. I just thought they're just getting cheaper and cheaper. They're the same scale at least. This guy is even cheaper than these guys. This guy came with the Mighty Tower. He's, you know, the stuff you get with play sets are usually even cheaper. He is just straight through hollow. There's not much to him. But, you know, kids still like playing with him. But when you get these guys out, you pick them up and you handle them, you know that you're like, oh, that guy, he's pretty good. They're expensive still. They're like still $6 if you want to buy, you know, just the figure. And sometimes the figure will come with one little accessory or something. But on eBay, they go for a lot. You can buy multi-packs and they're like $40. Or, here's a hint, you can go to either garage sales, if you're lucky, places like Goodwill, which are kind of hit and miss because I have been to the bins many times and have found all sorts of vehicles. And in fact, one of my vehicle videos, I have like 3 or 4 of the exact same vehicle because I keep finding it in the bins, you know, and it's cheap, so I'm just getting it. Never find any figures. I found a PVC flying version of Sky once, but I don't think she was actually a real sort of figure. I think it was just a gimmick from some other toy set or something. Anyway, just never finding these guys. So when you do find them, they're expensive or they're just hard to find. Another place where I found you can actually buy a lot of them, and it's pretty easy to find them, are at kids sales. So like the mom to mom or just between friends, like that, you know, they'll have like, they're getting rid of all their kids' toys. And so they'll have like a pack of like 6 or 8 or 10 and some vehicles, you know, and yeah, you might pay 10 or $20, but you're getting a lot of stuff. So not that you probably care much about Paw Patrol purchasing, quality control and all that mess. I just thought I would talk about it because I find it interesting. We'll see you later.